I think humor is essential. Let's look at humor, because it can come from many different places. Sometimes when people are having very painful or challenging times, humor brings some lightness, helps them, to be with these challenging times. Then it can come from, that it is part of an experience with a lot of sadness or grief, or, humor can be an instrument to help you through pain. Isn't it? I think we know that kind of humor, huh? We also know another frequency of humor. It's called black humor, and that's cynical. That is cynical, putting people down. It is separating very much. It can be arrogant. It's very unpleasant, that kind of humor. People say, oh, it's just a joke. No, it's black, it's painful, it hurts. We know that too, huh? And when people defend it, say, oh, it's just a joke. No, it hurts. And we call it humor, but it hurts. We have the humor of the stand-up comedians. That is cutting through everything. It's supposed to cut through everything. It's for entertainment. Humor for entertainment. Then we have the spiritual domains. And people in spirituality tend to become very serious and take themselves so serious and their problems so serious. Actually, many people in this domain are very serious and maybe even selfish in entertaining their struggles and their pain and their victimhood and God knows what. But if a spiritual guide is serious, run. I would say run. Spirituality, and the word spirituality and the word spirit, there's some sameness in there. It's very light, it's very transparent. So in the expression and in the life of the spiritual guide, everything can be there, but humor must be there. That's what I think. Humor must be there. Often we address serious matters and we can have a moment of really seriousness for sure. But if there is not humor through all of it and the lightness of being, run. I think there are many situations where it's better to run. There's so much going around now under the name of spirituality. It's good to investigate where you're hanging out. If you are in a circle where you need to agree, run. So all the ideas, all the statements of a true, in my perspective, of a true spiritual guide are not more than pointers to show you something. from my side, you know, a spiritual guide is not having ideas that cannot move. So all the ideas, they can just come, go, and can be used to show you something. So a spiritual guide can sit in front of a group of people and say one thing to this person with great conviction, and turn to the next person and say exactly the opposite with the same conviction. So my suggestion is not to believe what is said, but to see for yourself by heart. Don't believe. See for yourself. So a true spiritual guide is talking to your heart, is tapping on the door of this wisdom that is also in you, so that this door opens and you can see for yourself. Because wisdom is universal. Truth is universal. It is the end of my truth and your truth. It is universal, it is impersonal, it is natural, neutral, open, sameness, the house of sameness. You see? So I see again and again and again that people take the pointers, bring them to their mind and conceptualize it and bring it back to me with conclusions, and they start analyzing, and this is at some point no longer good enough. You see? There's a beautiful lines from a great being, a great sage and poet, and I brought them. I want to read them to you. Well, I read them to everybody, just a few lines, and every time I think of it, I think, yes, 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 it's already. This great sage and poet, his name is Gibran, Kahlil Gibran. He lives in Jordan, Lebanon, in, I think, the beginning of the 20th century. And he wrote the most magnificent books, and very short, like 20 lines, verses on particular subjects. All of it masterpieces, all of it. His most famous book is called The Prophet, and he is addressing many subjects like friendship, like marriage, like death, like all these, like love, like, you know, like that, all these, like children. And it is sublime. You know, if you have never read it, buy it. Buy it and read it again and again and again. It's so poetic, it is so profound, and it is so heartwarming. So, ready? I have 3 lines for you. I want to say it right, that's why I read it. Yeah. Keep me away from the wisdom which does not cry, the philosophy which does not love, and the greatness which does not bow before children. I think it's magnificent.